Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. And today's video I'm continuing the climb in the Open Ultra League using the Shadow Ampharos, as I said before. And to be honest, this Pokemon has some interesting solid spot in the current Open Ultra League meta. So I said in the last Ampharos video that Ampharos wins all leads, and I still stand by it. Like the thing about Ampharos, it only loses to Swampert and G-Fisk, but G-Fisk technically doesn't exist, so it's only Swampert. So if you have two Pokemon in the back that beats a Swampert, you're supposed to be good. But I have a problem with this team, is that this team works phenomenally until I get to 2850. Every time I climb to 2850, I can still get 4-1s and 5-0s. After 2850, I think the team doesn't work as much. Like I get like 1-4, 2-3. So I think up to that elo, you're supposed to be good with this MMR. So if you're below 2850, according to what I used to play, like I think I threw this one. Okay, I think the music is a bit loud. So if you're below this elo, I think Ampharos can win you all the leads. You're just gonna double shield it. You know, like how I said about the Dragonite team. Dragonite has a play against everything, but with the Dragonite, you're supposed to catch a move on the other on one of the other two Pokemons. But with this team, no, you just stay in, accept the Swampert lead, and then you throw your moves. If they have a Giratina or Cresselia, you throw Brutal Swing. If they have something that takes neutral from Thunder Punch, you just throw that, and then you just provide a good setup to the thing in the back. This is an amazing lead. They swap Ampharos, so probably this is the only matchup where Virizion actually was helpful to the team. And if you watch this video till the end, I replaced Ampharos because the higher I go, the less useful it becomes. So here, my opponent, I think, is trying to flip swap because there is no way he can win the game if the Gyarados will be aligned against the Ampharos. But there is no way they can flip this. Look how busted this thing is. Okay, now what's he gonna do? I'm not gonna shield here because, again, I do not need the switch. I shielded here because I must respect the Focus Blast. And we had the lag. After the lag, it was a Drapion, and Ampharos doesn't lose to anything in the neutral matchups. Look how good this thing, especially the Shadow. The non-Shadow is better in the Classic Cups, but whenever there is Legendaries, you need the Shadow for the extra fast move damage. Because remember, yes, you take more damage, but you can always just use shields. Here, I was just trolling my opponent, to be honest, because Gyarados gets to a move within 3 Volta switches, 6 seconds, 12 turns. You'd use different units, so we make sure that we cover every unit you use. So how have you guys been doing in the Open Ultra League? Are you playing Little Cup or no? If you are interested, do you want me to feature some Little Cup content or no? Because usually when I feature Little Cup, I get like some negative comments. So I tend to focus on the Open Leagues. Here, opponents swap to Scrafty. Their timing is a bit sus, but usually like on the swap, it's not that easy to time their moves, so people just throw some most of the time. As an Ampharos, I'm just gonna keep farming, and that was 5, which means this is another power-up punch, so I am not shielding. If you see here, I TM'd off Leaf Blade because I was getting destroyed by Charizard in the back. If they win lead and then they win swap, and then my Virizion will be aligned against the Charizard. So I decided to run Stone Edge. And here I insta swap. Sometimes you chip, then you go to the swap. In this situation specifically, like look at this. In this situation specifically, okay, let me go back. In this situation, I'm gonna go Ampharos here, and they swapped Obstagoon. So sometimes you need to chip before you swap. In this situation specifically, where your last Pokemon gets destroyed by the Pokemon they have in the back, which is like, I'm gonna go Ampharos here, and they have Tentacruel, right? So my Tapu Fini get destroyed by the Tentacruel. They swap Obstagoon, and both of my Pokemons are fine. So at this situation, I don't want to chip this. To chip the Obstagoon with the Ampharos, because my Tapu Fini, I don't want my Tapu Fini to win that matchup, because if Tapu Fini wins that matchup, that means the Tentacruel will farm it down. and I don't want to give Tentacruel any energy. So this is something to be aware of. See, I insta-swapped. I did not a chip. Why? This thing get destroyed by the Tentacruel. And at this situation, yes, I win this, but I don't want to win this. And if you see me here, I am not going for the Moonblast because they aren't going to shield this. So no, I'm throwing Surfs here. Just pay attention to this game. I found out that I was editing videos on low quality, so I don't know how or why. I fixed the quality on the upcoming videos. So hopefully everything is fine. So here, we're just gonna shield. It's supposed to farm down. I was trolling my opponent so we can stall for content because, you know, if I'm streaming, I need to stream 2 hours at least, right? So I can't do that. So in this situation, you can just farm them down. I don't do that because I need the content. I need to troll my opponent. You know, they are staying in a bad matchup. So I'm just gonna stall it as much as I can. Sorry. Ampharos into Galvantula. This is not that bad of a matchup, trust me. With the non-shadow, it's actually bad. With the shadow, it's fine. Why? Because the Galv here is the better electric. But the thing about Ampharos is that you get to 2 moves before they get to 2 moves. See? I get to 2 because it's, for me, it's 5 Volta switches. For them, it's 6 Volta switches. So I was able to grab a shield, and here, look at this. They are forced to throw another one because the IVs are good. So do you need a good IV? Yes, you need a good IV, Shadow Ampharos. What if you don't have a good IV? If you don't have a good IV, then you need something that beats Galvantula in the back. I think I threw this game because I wasn't counting. And I actually forgot that it's 2 Volta switches for Poison Sting. For Cross Poison, sorry. So now this game is GG. Opponent swapped. They have a Jellicent in the back. So what am I gonna do here? Well, I need to call a bait. I also need to shield Shadow Balls. So opponent's going straight Shadow Ball. Okay, they shielded the Moonblast. Maybe if I baited here, it would have been much better. So I need to shield again. And there is still a slight play here. So let's see. So look at this. I threw the Stone Edge here, and someone in chat made a good comment. Like, imagine if we undercharged against A9. Because if I get to a Surf here, I mean, Surf doesn't KO, so it's still, I don't think I still win. Like, Surf doesn't KO there. So I don't think that's a valid option, it's like undercharging, then fast moving them down, because they were close to a move on the A9. So how could I win this game? Maybe if I don't know. Okay, so the A-Slash. A-Slash gets to a move similar to Venusaur, 665. And Ampharos gets to a move in 6 seconds, 4 seconds, which mean you outpace. So in this matchup, you can win the 2 if you don't have Focus Blast. Just shield. Hopefully they don't bait. And then you throw. See? And here opponent lag, but at the same time they get 2 fast moves on 1 second, which means it's a visual glitch. So either they are lagging or I am lagging. One of us is lagging. Because they stop tapping for 1 second and the second after they get 2 fast moves. But here I don't see animation, which means someone is lagging and it's probably not me. So what do you do when the opponent lag? You farm them down. Yeah, you farm them down. If I lag, feel free to do the same. I mean, my chat always does that. When I lag, they just fast move me down all the way. Here you see them, they throw and then they stop tapping. I'm assuming their game crashed. So sorry of my opponent. I know King Ivy top left in these situations. I don't top left. It's just a game. It's 5 minutes of your day. It's not the end of the world. I am sure you're gonna play someone and then they will lag and you can farm them down. I'm not gonna say you have to. You can farm them down if that's gonna, you know, make it up for you. But how many games we lost because of lag and how many games we lost because of the lag? So sorry for that. I'm just gonna take the win. It's not like I am not gonna top left, let's say it that way. So if you lag, I think it's mainly your problem. If I lag, it's my problem. So that's the main thing. Okay, moving into the next one. Now we're playing Guage. And they are rocking Tapu Fini in the lead. This is an amazing lead for us. And this is where I changed the stupid Virizion. So now we are not as weak of a team as with Virizion. So now they swapped Giratina. So why do you need Shadow Ampharos? It's actually the Giratina matchup. Look how much 2 Brutal Swings do to the Giratina. Now I can just fast move them down. Just as simple as that. Yeah. They brought the Tapu Fini. I don't have Shadow Sneak. Why? I actually have no idea. I was like, okay, I want to use Giratina, and then I used the Giratina, and then that was the moveset, and that's why I'm using it. So please don't be like, oh, why did you run Ancient Power over Shadow Sneak? I have no idea. I just used the Giratina I have built, and that's it. So why did I shield there? Because it's a guaranteed Moonblast, and if I shield it, I can farm them down, and I still have 3 Pokemons against 1 Pokemon. So yeah, if you're looking for a solid team, I think this is better than the Virizion team. Why this is better? It's just Giratina is so stupidly strong. Giratina is just too solid of a Pokemon. It doesn't get walled by anything. It has a play against everything. So I think for my viewers in general, Giratina makes most sense because everyone has it and it's just so easy to use. I insta through here because usually people with a Dragonite don't have an answer to Ampharos. That's where I came up with the idea that I need to use Shadow Ampharos, because whenever I see an Ampharos lead, I have to catch and I have to do a bunch of stuff. So Cresselia, we have Brutal Swing for that. Opponent didn't throw a single move. I don't know why. I'm at this point, I am just gonna shield here because it doesn't matter what they have. Them not insta swapping means they don't have a hard answer. Now we see a Registeel. So this matchup is gonna take 3 minutes of your life. So I was trolling my opponent because if they have Zap Cannon, that means they can't win this. And I can't win this. None of us will win. Then who's gonna win? The algorithm, obviously, guys. Yeah. The algorithm is always the winner. I'm trying to boost here because I know I'm just gonna win this game. So 5 minutes after, okay, the match still going. I swapped. And remember when I did a Volt Switch against the Crest, I needed one more Volt Switch to get the Thunder Punch. And look how much that thing helped me. It actually helped me a lot. Okay, I threw the Ancient Poggers here. This still doesn't KO because they don't have Flash Cannon. Zap, we live. They swap the Cresselia. Cresselia doesn't do that much of fast move pressure. The Shadow Claw is adding up and putting them as close to Water Gun farm down range. So what I'm gonna do, I think the Registeel is close to a move, and Tapu Fini easy live to Grass Nuts. So I'm just gonna fast move them down. I am not gonna shield because I don't need to. That's the main thing. Just because I have shield doesn't mean I'm gonna use it. And now we're just gonna fast move them down. I'm going straight Moonblast. They faint before that, and that should be a game. Now Galvantula, I think I screwed up this game because there was something sus I did. They overfarmed here for no reason. Usually, like, okay, so now I have the Brutal Swing. So I wasn't aware of that. I'm looking at myself, looking at chat, and I overfarmed. There is no reason to do that, and this game went from actually winnable into a horrible game. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna stay in and throw and shield, and hopefully they don't bait. Well, they baited. Usually in this matchup, don't shield the first one because they can't farm you down, and hope that they bait. If they bait, you're in a much better spot. So we're throwing Dragon Claw after Dragon Claw after Dragon Claw, and now look at this. Do I shield? I cannot shield. So I'm just gonna swap and farm them all the way down. They swapped and gave me lots of energy. I appreciate that, my opponent. I do appreciate that. They have a Mandibuzz in the back. So in this matchup, don't bait. Because they have Earth Slash, and if you bait, it actually makes it much better of a matchup for them because Mandibuzz is a beast. And Mandibuzz usually wins matchups that aren't supposed to win. So baiting here is actually the loose con. You just go straight Moonblast. If they shield it, you throw another Moonblast. So I didn't shield here, and then I insta swap because I was expecting them to swap. So I swapped here just to get some energy, and now all I need is just to Shadow Claw them down. And look how beast of a Pokemon Giratina is. Yeah, moving to the next one. I think this is the last one. There might be another one. So, Trevenant in the lead. This is one of the matchups where you actually don't care if it's a Shadow Ampharos or non-Shadow Ampharos, because you still need 2 charge moves. And the extra damage you do from the Brutal Swing doesn't help you because Volta Switch is resisted, and you still need to throw another one. They threw Shadow Claw. I could have done one more Volta Switch, to be honest. I don't know why. They brought the Ampharos themselves. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stay in. Don't swap. Don't swap. Okay. Look how much we're chipping, and we're winning CMPs. And now, this doesn't KO, which is horrible, so I'm just gonna swap out. I threw in good... I did 6 there. What? Why did I do a 6-1? Bro, yeah, I think I end up giving them a Volt Switch for no reason. Yeah, I was... Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna shield farm down. I can no shield, actually, because I live this. And opponent here thought they caught the move, right? So I made sure to do one fast move, and that was a nice catch, my opponent. Thank you so much for the catch. Now we farmed them down, and that was a good game. Moving to the last one, Ampharos into Drapion. You actually win this matchup as a Shadow Ampharos. This is why I like this Pokemon a lot. We don't need to shield because they don't have fast move pressure, while Ampharos has some decent fast move pressure, right? So we throw those back to back. If they shield, we shield. And we win CMP. I went for the, like, to do 1. I was thinking that maybe they just spam their charge move, so I might get, like, an extra 3-1 for some reason. Thunder Punch, and they lived with 1 HP. That's so annoying. Look how good, like, look why IVs are good. Usually when they have a Drapion in the lead, they don't have an answer to Giratina in the back. So opponent here has a Scrafty, which means that wasn't a correct sentence, right? Oh. I was trying to catch, and now this is a tough matchup to win. All I needed to do, I think, just winning the lead, because I had lots of energy, and that energy would have came in handy to win this matchup, actually. So I think shielding wasn't a bad idea. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.